Did the CIA help China cover up the origin of the Wuhan virus? Did the American spy agency bribe analysts to say that COVID-19 did not come from Wuhan? A whistleblower has made a startling claim, choosing to remain anonymous while sharing claims with the US Congress. And if these claims hold true, they spin a complex web of lies and conspiracy, especially about a puzzle that has gripped the entire world's attention for the past few years. I'm talking about the origins of the COVID-19 virus, a virus that brought the entire world to a standstill. This story is about alleged hush money paid by the American spy agency to its own pandemic analysts. Let me break this down for you. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, says that they are looking into it. Even the US Congress is investigating the claims. 6 CIA analysts on the COVID-19 discovery team were allegedly given a significant monetary incentive, meaning that they were bribed, allegedly, to report that the 2019 outbreak of the coronavirus did not originate at a laboratory. In fact, the Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic and the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence received the new and concerning whistleblower testimony. They received it from a person described as a multi-decade senior-level current agency officer. And the Central Intelligence Agency, or the CIA, publicly acknowledged its ongoing inquiry into these claims. And this development raises suspicion of potential misconduct, as even the United States Congress has launched its own investigation into these allegations. Specifically, it has come to light that 6 CIA analysts, as per reports, belonging to the COVID-19 discovery team, allegedly received a significant financial incentive. And this suggests a possible act of bribery aimed at influencing their findings to support the assertion that the 2019 coronavirus outbreak did not originate from a laboratory. The Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic and the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence have both received this new and concerning whistleblower testimony. The whistleblower has been described, like I said, as a senior-level agency officer with a multi-decade history within the organization. Now, according to the whistleblower, the CIA had 7 officers on the COVID-19 discovery team, and at the end of their investigation, what happened was that 6 of the 7 officers believed that the intelligence they gathered had enough to point to a low confidence assessment that COVID-19 did in fact originate in a lab in Wuhan in China. However, the 7th member, the senior most on the team, believed that it evolved naturally. And so then it has been claimed 6 of the officers were given a significant monetary incentive to change their position. That's what the whistleblower has claimed. The CIA ultimately refused to make an assessment even with low confidence. So how has the CIA now reacted to these serious allegations? As mentioned earlier, the CIA is looking into these allegations of hush money. In fact, the CIA is investigating if the pandemic analysts were paid off to alter their stance, to shift their position about where the virus actually came from. However, it's important to note here, the CIA has said it does not pay its analysts to reach a particular conclusion. The entire incident basically is the latest in the saga over the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic. And if that wasn't complicated enough, here's what else you should know. It's also part of an ongoing effort by the Republicans, a part of the efforts to find proof suggesting that COVID-19 origins have been buried by a conspiratorial cover-up. Remember, in June, the US intelligence community said that its multiple agencies could not arrive at a consensus about where the virus came from. 4 elements, quote-unquote, believed that it was most likely caused by natural exposure to an animal infected with it or a close progenitor virus, while only 1 thought that it was a lab-associated incident. Now, both the Chinese government as well as the US authorities, who, by the way, were partly involved in funding the research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, had categorically denied the possibility of a lab leak. Any mention of COVID-19 as man-made was even banned on most social media as misinformation. That is until May 2021. That policy was suddenly reversed. And then, in July this year, the US suspended federal funding to the Wuhan Institute. Why? For failing to provide documents related to concerns over biosafety protocol violations at the facility, something that has faced questions for a while now. That action also came after months of review. They found that the Wuhan Institute was not following regulations. The virus that causes COVID-19 was first detected in Wuhan in late 2019. The World Health Organization declared it a pandemic in March 2020. More than 770 million have been affected by it. Over 6.9 million have lost their lives. But till now, its exact origin and how it came to affect humans remains unknown. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.